Terry, then to talk about the Tailteann Cup, which is going to kick off later in the month. And this is something for the likes of Leitrim as well, who obviously lost to Galway. Mickey Graham was asked about this, that would he have a strong hand to deal with for the remainder of the summer? Because, you know, there's always the thought that players might, you know, do something else with their summer. And he said, no, the boys we have are committed to the Cavan jersey. They aren't in this for the championship and for the big days. They've had a lot of dark days and still keep coming back. No doubt the players will fully buy into it. The boys have been resilient and deserve serious credit for the last number of years, relegations and people writing them off. So do you see Cavan having a full hand for the Tailteann Cup? And in any way, shape or form, do you look at it and think, geez, this is something we can win and it's a good thing to target?
Well, I think they can. They can win. Okay, Cavan traditionally didn't lose that many players to the States or going to way to play for the summertime. You know, Leitrim traditionally lose a lot of players like that, unfortunately, because Leitrim's the biggest exporters are people, and everybody has a brother or a sister or a first cousin in this New York or Boston or Chicago, and there's, you know what I mean, there's somebody waiting with a ticket to bring them out. Cavan is not too bad in that fact, and a lot of the lads, you know, are probably in good employment and they're reasonably well established. The younger fellas are well, I don't know where all the younger fellas are now related, but they're not that many students playing with them anymore. So there's not that many lads looking for J1s going to move away. I think Cavan will be fairly strong in the Tailteann Cup, and I think they will treat it with the respect that it is deserving to get.
And is it a competition that you know, looking back as a supporter of them at this stage, would you be fired up for it, or do you think many people will even go and watch these games?
It will all depend on how the GAA markets it. And to be honest with you, to date, I don't think they've made a very good job of it. I think that the idea and the initiative is good. You know, if we balance out All Ireland wins with counties, probably you can count them on one hand as 175 or 80% of All Ireland. So what is there for everybody else? And this is what we have to put something else in. A competition, a proper competition. We've seen it with club. If you go back to the club championship, and it become very, very marketable, and yet our intermediates and juniors weren't being involved in it. And like there is an intermediate winner in every county and there's junior in every county. Now they're involved in it. And again, as Eddie said, every team that wins a particular competition, it means something to them. It means something to their parish. If it's a club thing, it means something to their county if it's a county competition. And I think that if it's marketed properly, it needs to be marketed the same as we call the All Ireland. Whether the All Ireland is the right name for or not is another question. Okay, it's probably not its full format this year because we're coming out of COVID and it's going into a different type of competition. I think it needs to be beefed up. I think it needs to become like a mini league. I think if players are trained for 5 or 6 months at inter-county level, you need to give them football, because in the end of the day, you're trained to play football. You don't train for your physique or anything else. It's to play the sport that you're involved in. So let's give them games. The year will probably end up being probably knockout competition. Maybe they need to bring it into a league format where the like of the Leitrims and the Carlos and all these fellas, I get them 2 and 3 games per year extra on top of a knockout championship, if you want to call it that.